Okay, so uh, one of my previous videos, I opened up a 1992 Major League Baseball Series 1. It was in the blue box. Uh, Not necessarily trying to go for the Mickey Mantle autograph, even though it would be nice. But my local shop had this for about $20, and so I just snapped it up this morning. And I'll be opening it up, and hopefully we'll get something good. If not, it'll be a whole lot of fun. Looks like with the Series 2, there's a possibility for an autographed Chuck Knobloch rookie card. So if we get that, that'd be even cooler. So anyway, if you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe. We'll try and do this hopefully in less than an hour. I try not to go too fast, but at the same time, I don't want to take all day long because I have other things to do. So anyway, let's get it started. So I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors and open. Oh. So I'm just a big old klutz here. I need to get one of those X-Acto knives, which is kind of funny because I was at Home Depot this morning to buy some light bulbs, and as soon as I get home, I think to myself, you know what? I should have gotten me a X-Acto knife. At the same time, I also stopped by my card dealer for my weekly fix. He's just standing there, knowing after seeing me like 3 or 4 times, he just has a look on his face like he has what I want. So, but it's not too bad. I'm not sitting here. Well, I'll admit I was jonesing all week to get this and open it up. I'm trying to, like my channel says, probably do a video per week, maybe even 2, but nothing too extravagant because I just have too much stuff to do, and unfortunately I can't open up a box every single day unless I can find some for incredibly cheap, maybe $10, $15, $20, and I can do something maybe a little bit more often. But what you guys can do is you can always subscribe to the channel. That'll always help. And then if I grow big enough, maybe I can get a couple of dollars from the folks at YouTube, and they can that'll help my my habit here. So we'll go ahead and get started and pull these out. These things are nice and red. Let's see. I'll put this box over here for now. So opening up pack number 1. Alright. Oh, we already have a Dennis Martinez. Okay, so we have, looks like a Pirates checklist. That's pretty cool. Looks like a little bitty Honest Wagner there. That's pretty cool. Too bad it's not the real one. Alright, we got a Barry Bonds All-Star. We have a Rookie of the Year, Chuck Knobloch. Well, that was pretty cool. Is it autographed? Of course not. That would just be that would have been too much right there. The rest of the video would have been just a major letdown. So you know what? That's all good. All right. So we have a Steve Avery. Oh, we have a Dream Team with not sure who that is. That was a long time ago. Is that Craig Biggio? Biggio to start things off. Awesome. You know what? I'll go ahead and keep a 1991 highlight. Looks like he threw. He was a playoff MVP. And you know what? We'll go ahead and keep the Chuck Knobloch Rookie of the Year as well. Got a few nice cards here. Alright, so we got Cecil Espy, Alejandro Pena, Jim Poole, Carney Lansford, Dave Stieb, Dave Hollins, Deion Sanders, good old Deion. You know what? I'm going to keep him too. Good old Braves. Mike Greenwell, Tom Glavine, Greg Cadaret, and Dennis Martinez. I think this was the year he threw that perfect game. A massive achievement there. All right, we're gonna open up pack number 2. I really gotta change my setup here with the camera here. It's I forgot how cumbersome it is, but you know we'll power through it, folks. Oh, looks like we got something nice here halfway through, only on our second pack. Let's see what it is. We have Stan Royer, Eric Karros, Hector Fajardo, Chris Cron, and we have another Dream Team with Looks like Tom Glavine, maybe? Yep, Tom Glavine. Look at that. Another dream team. We'll put that here. Then we have Joe Girardi, Paul McLennan, Willie Fraser, Greg Litton, Charlie O'Brien, Tommy Gregg, Chris Hoyles, Chris Hammond, Dennis Boyd, Don August, and Joe Orsulak. Alrighty. You know what? This isn't turning out too bad. I'm going to push these a little bit back here. I have no idea if these things are worth anything. I'm just, they look interesting to me. So I'll check out, see if they're worth anything after I finish recording this. And who knows, I might put something in the comments. Alright, we have first round pick, Tyler Green. Look, Don Wakamatsu, Tom Goodwin, Cal Eldred. Another dream team. What's this, Tony Gwynn? Tony Gwynn. Man. And then we have Jeff Facero, Rod Beck, Ricky Bones, Mark Leiter, Luis Quinones, Juan Bell, Ben McDonald, Mark Lewis, Dennis Rasmussen, Bob Patterson, and Mark Grace. That Ben McDonald, I have a hologram of his. I guess when he was in college, I predicted some prospect holograms, and it was pretty cool. I think I have two of them. Alright. We have Jarvis Brown. Somebody actually named their kid Jarvis. Roberto Hernandez. Tony Gwynn All-Star. I'll put that with... I don't have an All-Star. I'll just hold on to it. Mark Gardner. No Hit Club. I'll put that up here with Steve Avery. Keep him company. Brad Kaminsk. Wayne Rosenthal. Mike Bucina. Mo Sanford. Barry Bonds. Skeeter Barnes. Skeeter. Tom Candiotti. Gary Sheffield. Mark Grace. One of our quick doubles already. Mark Gebix. Brett Butler. And Doug. Looks like Simons. With only one M. I wonder if that is a potential error card. I highly doubt it. But it was very easy to want to say Simmons. Alright. We are in our, I think, fourth pack so far. Alright. Craig Shipley. Calvin Jones. Scott Cooper. Oh, Will Clark. All-Star. Craig Worthington. And his dog Spot. Kip Gross. Tim Mauser. Wilson Alvarez. Brooke Jacoby. Mike Sharperson. Roger McDowell. Dwight Smith. Darryl Kyle. Sandy Alomar Jr. Pedro Munoz. And Kent Herbeck. For that Craig Worthington joke, for those of you that are out west, probably remember back in the days those incredibly ludicrous series of commercials that would air, like, I don't know, it felt like every 15 minutes, no matter where you were. I mean, it was insane, but I couldn't help but think of it when I said that. All right, what we got here? Freddie Benavidez. Hopefully I said that right. Gan Gackler, Kim Batiste, Rio Cormier, Ron Tingley, Monty Ferris, Mike Fitzgerald, Tony Castillo, Gary Templeton, Tino Martinez, Trevor Wilson, Sean Abner, John Burkett, Bob Ojeda, Ken Appier, and Jesse Orozco. So nothing incredibly of note there as far as special cards, but that's okay. Can't win them all, or can you? Alright, what we got here? We have Josias Manzanillo, Scott Brocious, Tony Eusebio, Jose Hernandez, Kurt Young, Roger Mason, Jose Mota, Jim Austin, Joe Bover, Eric Show, David Segui, Bobby Thigpen, Gary Thurman, Rodney McCray, Ron Karkovis, and Andy Allenson. Man, my tongue is going to be tired by the time I get done with this video. So, open up this other pack. Credit to all those guys who open up multiple boxes in a video. I do not believe I currently have the stamina. I can't even. I'm not even a quarter of the way through this box and I'm screwing up words. I don't have the stamina to do 11. I just watched a guy do like 11 cases, 11 boxes. I'm sorry, and I'm just like, more power to you. All right, Reggie Sanders, Chris George, Kyle Abbott, Kevin Campbell, Willie Blair, Brian Drummond, Brian Hickerson, Dave Hansen, Brian Downing, Chuck Finley, Andujar Cedeno, John Franco, Kelly Gruber, not to be confused with Hans Gruber, Paul Ferries, Alan Trammell, and Brent Smith. Or Simon Gruber, for that matter, for those of you that are familiar with the world of Die Hard. So sad what's going on in the world of Bruce Willis these days. I really enjoyed his work over the years, but I guess it took its toll on him. Anyway, alright, we have a most valuable player for the National League with Terry Pendleton, well, with the Braves. David Cone, 19 strikeouts in one game. Good Lord, that's a lot of strikeouts. Then we have first round pick with Aaron Sele, Mike Humphreys, Rich Monteleone, I wanted to say telephone, Mike Gardner, Ron Darling, Pat Clements, George Brett, Mike Schooler, Rod Nichols, Jesse Barfield, Rob Dibble, Tim McIntosh, Steve Sachs, and Gary Carter. Alright, that is the first quadrant of cards. And we are 12 minutes in, so at this rate, if we're lucky, we'll get this in under 50 minutes. But who knows, I will probably slow down as I go along, and maybe, you know, we'll hit, maybe, hopefully less than 55, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, Ryan Sandberg, All-Star. Cy Young Award with Roger Clemens. Man of the Year, Cal Ripken Jr. Another Tyler Green. Ooh, another Dream Team with, I forget it. Craig Biggio, that's who it was. Terry Bross, Jeff Manto, Sean Berry, Carmelo Martinez, Chico Walker, Mark Gardner, Corey Snyder, Mike Fetters, Jack Armstrong, Jerry Brown, and Luis Salazar. Alright. I don't know if the most valuable player card is worth anything. Maybe it is. Who knows? We'll see. I'm still trying to gather the courage to actually submit cards to PSA and see if any of them are Gem Mint 10. I watched a video of another guy who, I mean, he sent like 1 million cards in, and you know, a lot of them were 9s, but he had a good number of them that were 10s, and man, that's just, I don't know. I think my first time I'll be incredibly nerve-wracked, just because, you know, to send them in is quite expensive, anywhere from $20 to $25, depending on you know, how well, the value of the card and everything. And if you want it really fast, it could be up to a couple $100, and it's that could be quite an expensive endeavor to get your cards graded. All right, Roberto Hernandez, Tony Gwynn All-Star, another no-hit with Mark Gardner, a first-round pick with Alan Watson. Ooh, I'm guessing that's Wade Boggs with the Dream Team. I'll put that right here. Steve Buechele, Kevin Brown, Brian Barnes, Scott Allred, Tim Wallach, Mike Ducey, Glenn Davis, Jeff Schaefer, Mark Leonard, Frank Thomas, alright, and Junior Felix. I probably should have kept the Frank Thomas out, but I'll go back and get him later. What we got here? Jim Olander, Kenny Lofton, Jim Tomei, Todd Van Poppel, David Howard, Tom Edens, Craig Worthington, and his dog Spot, Kip Groves, Tim Raines, Mike Benjamin, Andy Van Slyke, Lenny Dykstra, Robin Yount, John Marzano, Mike Greenwell, and Tom Glavin. I know I said it before, but I just couldn't help myself. It it sticks in my brain. I have a tendency of, when I hear certain things, I just have to repeat the phrase. One of the things that I say quite often, and for those of you that know this, will probably it'll come to mind as well. But whenever somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, what are we doing tonight?" I immediately look at them and say, "Same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world." It's become a staple in my house, and no matter where we go, even if I'm at work with somebody who's never met me before, I go, "Hey, what are we doing tonight?" "Same thing we're doing every night. Try and take over the world." And they just give me the weirdest look, and it tickles me to death, but I can't help but say it. And for those of you that are familiar with the world of Pinky and the Brain, yes, I am a huge fan. Alright, Dan Gackler, Kim Batiste, Rio Cormier, Anthony Telford, Paul Abbott, John Orton, Bob McClure, Dana Keeker, okay, Dave Clark, Darren Lewis, Don Plasak, Renee Gonzalez, Steve Lake, Carl Willis, Mark Williamson, and Jose Guzman. I was going to say Keeker because saying it any other way might get me kicked off of YouTube. So I didn't want to chance it there. Oh man, that was a little tough opening that one up. Alright. Alright. Oh, here we go. 1991 highlight. Dennis Martinez. Perfect game. Yes, this was the year he threw the perfect game. Alright. First round pick. Cliff Floyd. Oh, another first round pick. Brian Barber. Never heard of these guys. Carlos Garcia. Roger Mason. Jose Mota. Jim Austin. Ryan Bowen. Dave Hollins. Deion Sanders again. Look at that. Matt Noakes. Candy Maldonado. Rob Murphy. Darrell Hamilton. Gary Thurman. And Rodney McRae. Yeah, it's amazing what Deion's doing right now in the world of college football at the moment. He took the team down in, was it Jackson State in Florida, and got them to be undefeated, and then now he moved on to Colorado, and it seems like he's going to do incredible things there. It's just amazing. So, good luck to him. Alright, another first round pick, Aaron Selle, Mike Humphreys, Reggie Sanders, Chris George, Rich Monteleone, Mike Gardner, Ron Darling, Pat Clements, John Costello, Lee Smith, Shawan Dunston, George Brett, Ricky Henderson, alright, Don Paul, Jose Canseco, Ed Sprague. Man, if they really wanted to make that A's focused set, they could have had old Mark McGuire in there and Dennis Eckersley. That would have been it right there. Man, look at that. That's a huge mullet right there. he had a power mullet. All right, Manny Ramirez. All right, that's a name I recognize. John Farrell, Milt Hill, Braulio Castillo, Jose Offerman, Dan Petrie, Dan Belladello, Mel Rojas, John Smiley, Mo Vaughn, Danny Cox, Jeff Bagwell, first time we've seen him today, Jeff Hewson, Brian McRae, Tom Foley, and Mike Stanton. Man, I need to stop and get a quick drink. All this talking. Folks, I'm not much of a talker, so when I do talk quite a bit, I end up getting parched real easily. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Alright, Armando Reynoso, Mike Scioscia, and we have another no-hit club with the Braves with Alejandro Pena, Kent Mercker, and Mark Wohlers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, Al Shirley, and then we have another Wade Boggs Dream Team. Alright, Mike Bordick, John Barfield, Joe Girardi, Paul McClellan, Oral Hershiser, Craig Grebeck, Todd Bedzinger, Howard Johnson, Billy Hatcher, Keith Miller, and Steve Lake. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera there, folks. So of the Dream Teams, we have a Atlanta player playing hockey. And I don't think at the time in '91 we had a hockey team just yet. We got the Thrashers in the mid-'90s, and then they proceeded to leave after a few years because, you know, when you're in Georgia, you don't really deal with a lot of ice and snow. So the idea of hockey is more of a novelty than anything else. We really love our college sports. So the Thrashers really didn't succeed down here. Maybe one day, but not at the time. So I think they moved up to somewhere, I think Winnipeg maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but we still have our Braves and our Falcons and our Hawks, but no hockey. Alright, Don Wakamatsu, Tom Goodwin, Cal Eldred, Bob Zupkick, and then another one with Tony Gwynn, Dream Team. Seems to be Steve Searcy, Jack Howell, Mark Davis, Daryl Irvin, Tom Prince, Mark Leiter, Luis Quiones, Geronimo Pena, Mark Lewis, Dennis Rasmussen, and Bob Patterson. So we have hit the milestone of making it halfway through this stack. I'm gonna go ahead and halfway through, folks, and we are 22 minutes in. Who knows? We might get this done within 45 minutes. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. Because, you know, if I run into something really cool, you know, I'm going to talk about it for a minute. So, all right, Steve Wilson, Rico Rossi, Stacy Jones, another Tony Gwynn, Dream Team. Wow, amazing. Jason Grimsley, Sean Bosky, Alan Anderson, Jose Gonzalez, Matt Noakes, Candy Maldonado, Carlos Martinez, Dave Burba, Greg Olson, Ruben Sierra, Daryl Kyle, and Sandy Alomar Jr. I'm going to start a new stack here. I'm running out of room. I need to find a place where I can have a little bit more room for the cards. Or maybe a little side table here so I can put the cards in or something. Alright. Kevin Ward. Amalio Carreno. And then we have the Browns. Looks like a checklist. And then, ooh, Scott Erickson Dream Team. So, you know what? I'm just going to put here him with Glavin. Neil Heaton. Jim Hunter. Joe Bitker. Harvey Pulliam. Mitch Webster, Eric Bullock, Bobby Rose, Lloyd McClendon, Glenn Allen Hill, Eric Honeycutt, Lloyd Mosby, and Ricky Jordan. Alright, so we got Bob Zupkick again. Cliff Brantley, Jarvis Brown. We have a Kirby Puckett this time with a Dream Team. I'm going to put him with Wade Boggs. Esteban Beltre, Dave West, Sid Flores, Rich Gedman, Barry Bonds. There we go. Skeeter. We got Skeeter. Tom Candiotti, Gary Sheffield, Mark Gabixa, and Brett Butler, Doug Simons, and Edgar Martinez. We got Skeeter. That's what they say here in Georgia. You got some Skeeters. Some Skeeter bites. Alright, another first round pick with Alan Watson. And another one with Brent Gates. And then we have Rob Malakote, David Haas, Mike Huff, David Cohn, Jeff Hamilton, Ivan Rodriguez, Tim Wallach, Rob Ducey, Glenn Davis, Jeff Schaefer, Edgar Martinez, and Mark Leonard. Ooh, another Frank Thomas, and a Junior Felix. You know what? I haven't seen a Ken Griffey Jr. at all. Hopefully we'll get one here in this this pack. And maybe even a Dream Team with Ken Griffey. That would be sweet. Oh, Cy Young Award with Tom Glavine there. So, and he's not playing hockey this time. That's a good thing. Rookie of the Year with Jeff Bagwell. Then we have Chris Jones, Freddie Benavidez, Joel Johnson, Brian Bohannon, Hector Villanueva, Oscar Azakar, Scott Heeman, Mike Sims, Warren Cromartie, Jack Morris, Todd Froworth, Howard Johnson, Billy Hatcher, and Keith Miller. Now, those of you familiar with Series 1 and Series 2 with these sets will probably know, or probably realize real quick, I'm not sure who's supposed to be in which series, so is Ken Griffey supposed to be in here? I don't know. I think I got a few of them in Series 1, so he might not be in this one, but, you know, I don't follow the different series to that level of degree. I'm just happy for what I get. Alright, Anthony Telford, Eddie Tabensi, Chris Haney, Lee Smith, All-Star, Mike Capel, Tony Perez Chica, Jose Mesa, Kurt Young, Tim Leana, Kurt Manwaring, Carney Lansford, Dave Stibe, Al Osuna, Jerome Walton, Mackie Sasser, and Max Venable. Speaking of which, when I forgot my thought there. Oh, I was at my card shop this morning, and there's two sets of Topps from the same year, and one of them, you know, it was Series 1 and Series 2, and I think Series 2 was priced at, I think, you know, $25, and Series 1 was priced at $300. And, you know, I asked the guy, you know, behind the counter, I said, well, what's the difference? And he points at Series 1 and he goes, Derek Jeter rookie card. And I'm like, oh, what? That makes all the sense in the world. I just looked at both of them like, Series 1, Series 2, right? Alright, looks like we got the Detroit Lions. Barry Larkin. Terry Pendleton, David Cohn once again, Ryan Bowen, Rob Maurer, Mike Hartley, Joe Grahey, Herm Winningham, Ozzie Smith for the first time, Scott Bankhead, Ramon Martinez, Dick Schofield, Scott Radensky, Craig Biggio, and Pete Smith. Alright, gotta stop here for a second. Okay, sorry about that. My my daughter and granddaughter just got into the house, and whenever somebody shows up at the front door, my dogs start to bark like they've never know what people are. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get back to this. It's all good. I'll splice the two videos together. It's all good. All right, so what do we have here? All right, we have Jeff Gardner, Laddie, Renfro. Ooh, Ramon Martinez All-Star. Oh, the no-hit club. All right. He did a no-hitter and a perfect game that year? Oh, my goodness. Jeff Carter, Rick Sutcliffe, Dave Island, Ken Daly, Wally Ritchie, Tony Gwynn, Greg Vaughn, Tony Fernandez, Wally Joyner, Mike Stanley, Tony Pena, and Mookie Wilson. I think that was like every weird name known on the planet. Wally Mookie. I swear if I ever met somebody that said, hey, what's your name? They said, well, call me Mookie. I'd have to stare at them for maybe about 10 seconds before I went, okay, is that short for something? Or, you know, I presume it's a nickname, but if it's on the birth certificate, I'm like, okay. Mike Ignasiak, Jim Lewis, Chuck Carr, Andy Moda, and then we have another Kirby Puckett. He's going to hang out here with the other Curb and Wade. Bruce Egloff, Darren Holmes, Gil Heredia, Lenny Webster, Kevin Maas, Wade Taylor, Terry Steinbach, Pedro Munoz, Kent Herbeck, and Todd Froworth. Alright, we have one more stack left to go. We can dispense with the box, and I can contribute that to my local landfill. I'm gonna fix the camera here. I've bumped into it again. Alright, 9 more to go. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I love these cards. I love the fact that there's 15, 16 cards in each pack, as opposed to the later sets where they have, you know, 6 packs with 6 cards in them and they want $400. I don't know if I'll ever get into that. Alright, Kenny Lofton, Jim Thome, Tom Van Poppel, and the New York Yankees. And then, I'm not sure who that is, but let's take a look. Will Clark. Alright. Mike Huff, David Cohn, Jeff Hamilton, Lenny Dykstra, Ed Whitson, Dave Stewart, Randy Johnson, Greg Catteray, Greg Olson, and Ruben Sierra. I apologize for the continuing off angle. I'm trying, folks. I think I'm gonna get one of those camera mounts for my table here, and then you'll just constantly, you know, feel the shaking of me hitting my desk. But one day I'll get it right. This is, I think, my 3rd video. All right, we have a first round pick with Brent Gates, Rob Malicote, David Haas, Jeb Olander, and another Dream Team. It looks like Cal Ripken Jr. Look at that. And then Brad Kaminsk, Wade Rosenthal, Mike Messina, Mo Sanford, Tim Raines, Mike Benjamin, Andy Van Slyke, Robin Yount, John Marzano, Mike Greenwell, and Tom Glavine. You know, John, Jim, Jingleheimer Schmidt. I know those aren't the words, but it's what came to mind. Alright, another Yankees checklist. Then we have a Howard Johnson All-Star, and then a Cal Ripken Jr. AL Most Valuable Player, and then we have a Kirby Puckett highlight where he won the MVP. And then we have Tim Mauser, Wilson Alvarez, Joel Johnston, Brian Bohannon, Ed Whitson, Dave Stewart, Randy Johnson again, Greg Catteray, Dennis Martinez, Greg Olson, and Ruben Sierra. Quite a few doubles there, which is fine with me. I think we're down to about 6 packs left. Will we get that special autograph? Knobloch or Mickey Mantle? We'll see. Alright. Eddie Turbinsey, Chris Haney, Lee Smith All-Star, another Dennis Martinez Perfect Game, Terry Matthews, John Winner, Ron Tingley, that's a heck of a name, Monty Ferris, Mark Whiten, Todd Hundley, Louis Alicia, Jack Doherty, Kevin Tapani, John Burkett, Bob Ojeda, and Kevin Appier. Alright, we're down to our 5 packs left. Alright, Jeff Plimpton, Royce Clayton, Blaine Beatty, Dan Howitt, Rob Maurer, Mike Hartley, Joe Grahey, Rich Monteleone, Carlos Martinez, Dave Burba, Kevin Maas, Wade Taylor, Ron Karkovis, Andy Allenson, Dick Schofield, and Scott Radinsky. Absolutely none of them comes off as, especially comes out in my mind at the moment. So in fact, that'd be one of those packs where if I would have gotten as a kid and I would have been, all right, this was garbage. But who knows, maybe there was somebody special in there. All right, Kyle Abbott, Kevin Campbell, Jeff Gardner, Laddie Renfro, Willie Blair, Brian Drummond, Brian Hickerson, Dave Hansen, Mike Schooler, Rod Nichols, Jesse Barfield, Brian Downing, Kirk Gibson. All right, I think that's the first time we've seen him. Jim Corsi, Cal Ripken Jr., and Bernard Gilkey. I think that was a special pack. Three more to go. Alright. Gary Cooper. Wow. Jorge Pedre. Vinny Castilla. Mike Magnanti. Ramon Garcia. Mark Wohlers. Terry McDaniel. Gary Templeton. Tino Martinez. Trevor Wilson. Sean Abner. Darren Dalton. Manny Lee. Jamie Quirk. And Goose Gossage. Goose. So we have Mookie, Wally, and Goose. Alright. We have Tyrone Hill. That is an odd angle, and I can only imagine. He just looks like a guy who just looks like he's just a very awkward person. Stan Royer, Eric Karros, Hector Fajardo, a dream team with Cal Ripken Jr., another one. Awesome. Willie Fraser, Neil Heaton, Jim Hunter, Francisco Cabrera, Stan Javier, Rick Parker, Greg Litton, Carl Willis, Mark Williamson, Jose Guzman, and Kevin Tapani. Alright, we are down to the very last pack here, folks. The last one. Yes, we've come to the end. The end of the road. I'm not going to sing Boyz II Men at the moment. In fact, I probably never will. Nobody wants to hear that, believe me. In fact, I don't even want to hear the original song. That was the song that was played literally every radio station for the matter of like 2 years. Anyway, I highly doubt we're going to get an autograph, but it's been fun. I really, really, really enjoyed this. So let us not hold on for any longer. Let's do this, and then we can end this ride and anticipate the next one. Alright, I'm going to go slow here, folks. Looks like we have another dream team, or who knows, maybe something special. Alright, we have Cliff Brantley, Jarvis Brown, Roberto Hernandez, Tony Gwynn, All-Star. Alright, what are we going to have under here? We have a dream team with Kirby Puckett. You know, it looks like he's jumping and catching a home run, but it also looks like he's laying down. It just looks very odd. I just realized that. It looks like he's just laying on a mat that says, 8 foot, and he's about to take a nap. It's just very, very, a very, very odd picture. Alright, Jeff Fazzaro, Rod Beck, Ricky Bones, Juan Bell, Ben McDonald, Barry Bonds, Skeeter. We are on our very last pack. We have another Skeeter. Mark Grace, Mark Kubica. I swear, I hope I am saying his name right. Brett Butler, and last, Doug Simons. So there you have it, folks. That was all 36 packs opened, and I believe in less than an hour. That's quite remarkable for me. I think the last one I did was right at the 58-minute mark, but that's okay. I'm getting a little bit of speed on here, but at the same time, I also like doing these at a pace to where I can see every card that was pulled out. I've watched a few other videos where people start, after they get about 5 packs in, they just cut to the very end of what they got. Try to make it, I guess, a little bit easier to watch. But I also have watched people do 3-hour-long ones where they open every single pack in several boxes. And I'm just going to open only one box at a time, simply because I like doing this. And, it's a whole lot of fun for me. But tell me what you guys thought. We got some highlights here with Dennis Martinez. We got a couple of Deion Sanders. We got a Rookie of the Year. We got a few AL winners. And a lot of Dream Teams. We got Kirby Puckett, Wade Boggs, Cal Ripken, Scott Erickson. So, and Craig Biggio. They're all over the place. I did no rhyme or reason. But no autograph. I don't know if there was any other type of special cards here. But we did it. And we're all good here. And I'll be doing more box breaks in the future. I'm going to try and do 1 a week, and if I have the ability, maybe even 2 a week as a bonus video. But anyway, what did you like about this 91? What was it? 91 score. In fact, I'm gonna put the box here. The 91 score Major League Baseball Series 2. You know what? For $20, that wasn't a bad box to have. Especially back in the day when these things were like $1 a pack. This would have been, about $30+. Like I said, I bought this for $20. 30 years later, and got a few good cards here. And I don't know if any of them are worth anything. I'll check. Maybe one day send them out to the folks at PSA and have them graded. I have no idea. I still haven't done it yet, and one day I'll pull that trigger. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying opening these boxes. I look forward to it at the end of my week after working all week long, and I try to share the experience with you guys so we can enjoy this together. Anyway, what did you guys think? Post in the comments below. Did you enjoy the box? Have you opened one of these boxes before? Did you get anything else, anything different? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can always subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.